Hello, 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 hello. Alright. Hello. Hey, there
Wow,
we go. That's not bad.
didn't look bad either.
We get to you get to see their chats. It's gonna be funny.
What's up, chat? Welcome to the first Overwatch season of the 2024-2025 Winter Old Bridge Esports season. We have
Uh,
a match against East Brunswick today. I'm Kai, aka DBBombShell, and I'm co-commentating with.
Ari underscore 24.
Wonderful. Let's see if we can get this match underway pretty soon. We'll find out what's going on shortly. Probably. You're probably here. That is true. See the chat.
Taking quite a bit of time for the match to start, so hopefully it will be starting soon. Should be, as spectators are now in the right spot.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Teams are set up, and we're just getting map and game mode.
Well, the first one is always control. So I believe the control maps are Temple of Anubis and Hanaoka. No, that's Clash.
Yeah.
Control is that's like Lijiang Tower, and
Lijiang Tower and
that's also
Busan.
no, that's Shambali. Is Shambali Monastery control?
No, it's
Lijiang.
hybrid.
This is Flashpoint.
Why are we?
This is Flashpoint, I believe.
So far, I believe every team we've played, there's been at least two or three people whose profiles weren't public.
Those were skirmishes, so it doesn't really matter. But because this is the first official match this season, the player profiles have to be set to public for scouting purposes.
And there's Cashew, who's private, or Habsleo.
Absolutely. And oh yeah, we're private. I know all five of ours are public, so that's Anthony Corrupted, Paranody, ah,
Paranody.
Paranody, Brighthammer, and BibleNate. Still sets are private for Oya and Capsleo. And French Rev as well.
Your own coach's account's private. I don't understand the purpose of making your account private.
A lot of people have it set to friends only because they don't want people, I guess, seeing progress. Because scouting
That's
purposes in competitive is also common, especially it is still set to private. That's weird. Tracer. Oh wow, that's a Tracer flare.
oh,
Oh, that's just quick play though.
True.
Is no competitive standings. Not that we could see any, but all we could see is quick play. But time played 107 hours on Tracer and 100 hours on Genji. So that's going to be interesting. Quite a lot of levels on Tracer. I don't even know. I have 10 less than that on my main character, and that's Junkrat.
It's interesting. Genji and Tracer can be two very high skill
A very high skill
players,
ceiling and skill
so
floor heroes, so it's interesting to see how these guys will play them.
indeed.
Who else was their other DPS that we saw? It was not, I believe, I actually have the list here. If I check real quick. Sorry, chat.
I believe it would
It was their
Nerdy
Nerdy
Gamer.
Gamer
Yep.
was their other DPS, and I believe they also played Genji. So we'll see how that pans out here.
It'll probably be
Based off of
Genji Tracer.
based off their high concentration of Genji and Tracer, I wouldn't be surprised if they played dive comp. Those are two very good and high skill dive characters. So seeing East Brunswick play a dive comp into Overwatch is most likely going to be playing Brawl. This is going to be an interesting match to be sure.
Indeed.
They just have this man's career profile up for the entire stream to see. It's funny. We just knocked through. Yeah, we were watching. hmm I'm actually gonna have the stream chat open on my phone so we can see it. So we can commentate on people typing in chat. Cody Hero with some Dino Hype, thank you very much. Also getting Twitch points. That's fun. This is going to be an interesting match to be sure. Let's see how quickly we can get this underway.
I have a feeling once it's all actually underway, when the profiles aren't private, um,
So our first match is going to be Lijiang Tower, a control map. Overwatch this year's been pretty good on control, so let's see how this plays out. All right, and it looks like the first match is getting underway here. Again, Lijiang Tower, control map. Old Bridge High School versus East Brunswick. I'm very excited for this match. Are you?
I feel like it would be a good match to watch. I'm here for it.
It should be very interesting. I'm very excited for it.
I'm excited to see the team comps now it's all set up.
Well, since we're spectating, we can't see the team comps, but we'll see them once we enter the actual game. For now, we get a nice view of Lijiang City.
It's rather beautiful, I must say. Globe in the back.
I'm watching the cars on the highway and the lights moving.
All
All right,
right.
looks like we see the classic Brawl comp. We see Brig and Kiriko coming out for Old Bridge instead of the normal Brig and Juno. Ramatra, Bastion, and May is going to be coming out here. This is going to be very interesting to watch indeed.
Let's see how many of East Brunswick we can find.
Let's see how quickly we can identify them. We're usually pretty good at identifying the Overwatch cast, so let's see how quickly we can watch this. Far in the air,
Far
I see
already.
Zenyatta. Someone just jumped off the map, I think.
That'd be Farah knocking Nate off the map. There goes their May.
I'm pretty sure I just saw a shield
Farah,
badge.
I
I saw
believe
Ash
it's
too. Oh wow, there goes the
Farah,
Ramatra.
Zen, Ash.
Juno too. What's their tank playing? Doomfist. Okay.
Ooh. So
An
that's an
interesting comp. Farah's a pretty interesting mix up
so
here.
it seems to
I'm pretty sure we're
be
going to be seeing a
another
swap
brawl.
here. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a swap from the Bastion. No swapping. Let's see what happens. They're going to be taking
Ash,
this. That first fight was very concerning for Old Bridge. They got scattered pretty quickly. The supports went down, and they couldn't be able to hold their own. But let's see how this works out in the second fight.
I don't think Oldbridge was prepared for the Farah pick.
It is
Really
an
good at
interesting pick.
not
You don't
shooting
see
the
Farah much in play.
Bastion. Interesting, or smart play by not shooting the Doomfist while they're charging.
I did see a bit of shooting at him, but once I realized, I would think once they realized that, oh, Doomfist is diving in the backline, and it looks like they're going to explode. See if you can get him out. Was that a kill? That was a kill on the Doomfist.
I feel like Bastion should be capable of dealing with the Farah. They are a hit scan, so they should
Oh,
be
and
good at dealing with them.
tank
They
takes
just
out
gotta
the.
look up.
They don't have any supports. Let's see how they can do here. Oh,
And
Bastion gets taken down by
immediately
Ash.
blown up. East Brunswick holding the point, already 50% way there. They're doing a good job keeping Oldbridge off the point here.
Yeah, that far is really threatening.
Doing the same push as
Oh, we see a
before. The
Meteor Strike coming out from East
Doomfist
Brunswick,
is
and right
already
onto the Bastion,
on.
getting the kill, and
There
the
goes
Rocket
the
Barrage comes out, killing the
Bastion.
May as
There
well.
goes the. All of them are dead already.
Everyone is already. Are the supports gone though? That's the question. I think
I
I
believe
believe this. Oh
so.
no, the Kiriko died, but it looks like
The only people who
the Juno
survived
managed to
were
stay
the
alive.
Juno.
That was almost a complete team kill. That would not have been good. Doomfist no block. Bar is very low there. We see
Farah
that. We
got
see.
lit up.
Oh,
That's
there's
a
a Bob in the
Bob.
Bob in play, and they get
Farah
booped out
killing
by
the
the
Bastion.
Bastion with a boop, and
Beautiful.
Transcendence comes out from Zenyatta.
Orbital laser from the Juno to hold point. 3 to
It's
4
being contested.
contested.
1 to 4,
1
and
to 4 now as a
there goes the
double kill
Kiriko and the
drops.
May.
And Oldbridge, oh, again,
Old is
progress
not
to the
quite able to.
point.
The Ash jumps off the map. This is very interesting. Ramatra's being able to hold the point, gets the
There's the
revenge on
dead
Farah,
Farah.
but it is currently Juno and Ramatra, basically against the world. They're holding this point relatively well. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Can they
And
actually
it's
get a
against the
capture, or
Doomfist.
will it be Doomfist holding it off? It's all of Oldbridge, or most of it, now on the
All they
point,
need
and
is
they
May is
have
not
it.
there. We see a Bastion come out. We see Turform come out from Bastion. Let's see if they're able to reverse full cap. Basically, we see a swap from Ash to Soldier, and May swapped from Soldier on Old Bridge, and they've like basically instantly fallen. Oh, we see an orbital laser and
There's
a
an
meteor
Overlaser
strike.
Meteor Strike that's going to definitely rip Oldbridge apart as they
That meteor
walk
strike
off
rips
the
apart the backline,
point,
and
and
Ramatra cannot
that's
hold on
gonna
the
be
the
it.
5v1. Soldier's trying to contest point, but he gets instantly shredded. That was not wise to jump in there, but let's see what can happen here.
They really need to get a
A
single
rocket
tap
barrage comes
on
out, canceling the
point,
ult from Bastion, and
and
that's
that's
first
gonna
point.
be the round. Yeah,
That is first point. Old. That was a very interesting first round.
East Brunswick has to successfully obtain 2 more points to win
Just
it
one.
all. Just one? Oh,
Yeah, it's best of three.
that's very true. Oldbridge has to win this point here.
hmm An interesting pick. I The switch from Bastion to Soldier is quite wise, but the switch onto Junkrat, that's concerning. And they swap to Orisa. Another good switch. The swap into Junkrat's kind of
They're
concerning considering the
good if
fact
the
that
Junkrat knows how to get the angles down, especially getting ricochets onto the point.
that's not what I'm concerned about. I'm concerned about Junkrat's matchup into Farah. Because if they can't take out the far, that Junkrat's gonna be eating dirt.
Well, they have two hit scans
They
out
have
of
two.
Juno and Soldier.
Yeah, they have Juno and Soldier, but I don't know how good. They've swapped to Genji. May would have been a great pick here. You see Genji using his deflect already, and a hinder. That means they have a
That's
Cassidy.
Cassidy.
Cassidy, Genji,
Doomfist is still in play there.
yeah, Zenyatta and
Zenyatta's
Juno.
very much still there, so they didn't really change much. The DPS hit a switch, and that's about it.
GPS switched, yeah, and we see the tank, we see the Orisa, Kiriko, and Soldier die in that team fight. There, let's see if they can keep it going. Their Juno's down, and Junkrat dies too. That is a full team kill.
Full team kill into a 2 to 3 man point capture, and that's going to get them the point again.
We see a swap onto Moira from the Kiriko.
Smart swap, because
A
that
smart
can deal
swap
with
getting
the
the Genji out of
Genji.
there. The only thing that would really holding them back is that Doomfist. That Doomfist is seriously giving them some trouble here. We
Doomfist.
also see the Juno swap onto Ana, maybe to try and also counter that Doomfist. Judging based on the team comp, I feel like a Sombra would have been pretty helpful here. A deflected javelin hits Soldier in the face.
That is
That is
brutal.
really bad for Old Bridge. Another jav gets off,
Doomfist
but
in the
Doomfist is in the
back
back line
line
again.
again. There goes Soldier
And a
into a
meteor
meteor
strike
strike. That's
getting
gonna kill the
getting the Ana
Moira and the
and
Ana.
Cassidy gets a
And
pick onto the
that's gonna
Junkrat, and
be
that's
a
the entire
team
team kill
wipe
again.
again.
Wow.
There's, I must say, East Brunswick so far is very effective
They're being
in
very
their
impressive with that
defense
Doomfist.
and assault.
Yeah, doing a nice job defending that point. I feel like their best pick is to get that Sombra out of there, but that seems to be the biggest issue. They cannot pick off that Zenyatta. Sorry, did I say Sombra the first time? I meant
Yes, you
Zenyatta.
did.
I
But
never
let's
claimed
say,
to be a wise man. Doomfist is
gotta,
in the backline. Genji's there popping Blade. Gets a pick on the Ana.
I do apologize for the lack of game audio. Um, that's an issue that we hope will be resolved,
Oh, that's
hopefully in the next stream.
yeah. Coach said we wouldn't have audio. Stream has audio, we don't. Deflecting the javelin back at the Orisa again. They gotta watch out for that reflect. We see a flank coming around from Soldier. See what he can
Will the
do.
soldier do anything on it, or he's just
He
gonna
gets
get melted
instantly. But
right
we see
away? But that's a
Nano.
lot of ult.
We see
It matters not from the Transcendence, however. Cassidy
Transcendence picks
died
up.
to it.
Transcendence picks up Cassidy.
That's
The co
another
picks
ult.
off Genji. Wow, that was an
This is
interesting team
quite a
fight. They are down to
push.
support both supports
Both
actually.
supports down. It's just the Orisa fighting alone. Soldiers coming in for
Getting a
backup.
pick
Gets
onto
the
the
Juno.
Juno.
Doomfist having to
Doomfist on point, but
retreat
it is now. It's a
and
2v1,
has
but
the Old Bridge point. Will we see them successfully pull off this 0 to 100 point?
you gotta watch out for Genji's deflect and Doomfist block. Doomfist has no block. I don't think Genji uses deflect yet. Cassidy
That's
on the
High
right side with
Noon.
High
No
Noon, and he
kill
gets
for High
instantly picked
Noon.
off.
Genji
Genji, both
and Cass
both DPS
both
are
down
gone. Now it's just the
immediately.
supports and Doomfist against all of Old Bridge because they're also alive. A trap out, trapping the flank from Junkrat. This is a great trap here.
I really don't like Soldier being on the low ground. There is a platform behind them.
I'm sorry for the people spectating that don't have game audio. That is quite weird. I thought you guys would have game audio. But first person, we are not controlling the spectator. We are simply commentating on it. So I apologize for that. Doomfist is in the backline tearing it up. Oh my goodness. And that's the team wipe.
And that
I believe
will
that is the
be that
game.
point
Unless
as
Soldier is able to
well.
touch.
But the soldier just got shoved back, and that's nothing. No speed ring saving them that time.
Ooh. That was an interesting match to say the least. Evan, what's up?
rather say a rather easy fought match for East Brunswick.
Yeah, that's concerning here. They do have the first point on us. That's
Oldbridge gets to pick the next map.
Albert gets map pick, and I do believe that it is, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure it's push. Push or escort, or
The hybrid. I feel like they might be going King's Row.
Albert seems to do well on King's Row.
We will find out shortly.
Hmm. With the King's Row pick from Oldbridge, this is going to be an interesting fight. You know how much Oldbridge likes King's Row, so let's see
I
how they
do.
play this out.
I'm not very surprised in the King's Row pick myself. Maybe they'll get a match in here.
They're doing this match now.
I believe so. Sadly, can't see the usernames due to the scoreboard.
That's oh yeah, that was their Doomfist. Yeah, that was their oh yeah, at the very bottom.
Another 30 seconds till game start.
Bastion Junker Queen coming up for Oldbridge. Looks
There's
like they
also a
swapped tank and
Reaper
it looks like they swapped around their tank and DPS.
and a Lifeweaver as well.
I believe the Life Weaver pick is just to get people onto high ground. All right, we jump into the second match. We see Oldbridge on offense switching up their tank and one of their DPSs.
Was doing rather good on the healing and damage output. A
We
lot of
always say that
charge was
at
just put on Doomfist.
a lot of charges put on Doomfist. We see a critical health from a lot, but let's see Doom baiting out another block. A knife stick onto Doomfist. Looks like he's trying to pick off that Bastion,
Saved.
but
Bastion gets
Bastion
saved.
on the save,
Doomfist attempting to run away
able to
now.
get a kill on the
They're on
Reaper,
high
and Bastion is
ground.
still low.
Bastion's indeed still low, getting picked off in the back. Everyone's dropped again. The only kill they got was on the Juno.
And they hit a sleep dart onto the Cassie, but it's not going to do that much work. I'm at a Doomfist, and Genji's putting on pressure from the back line. We can see those shurikens flying across quite well.
They get the hyper
Doomfist
ring
forcing it
off.
from back. Let's see if
Quite
it's...
a good chunk of damage on all
Oh, Reaper goes
opponents.
down, and looks like they're trying to blow apart
Zen
the...
goes down.
They got to pick on the Zen. That was their big thing. They tried to pick off the Ana.
No savior for the Ana. Genji goes down.
Junker Queen goes
Younger
down.
Queen is
Bastion goes down.
saved, and that is Old Bruce on the
Oh,
point.
but the Doomfist popped ult. Let's see if
Meteor
what he's able to
strike,
do
and it
here.
won't do a lot. He's holding
Block. It looks like
block
they're
for
able
a
to get 2/3
retreat.
on the point. Let's see if they're able to get more. Doomfist comes
Get
back
two
in. They miss the punch.
thirds.
There's a high noon.
Getting a bit more. High Noon doesn't get a kill,
Doesn't get a pick on him, but looks like Juno
but
was out of
Junker
position
Queen
there.
dies anyways,
And so does
and
Juno.
that leaves a DPS to just get
Really try and do whatever they
wiped.
can. They're not going to be able to get much out of it. Reaper's still outside of spawn for some reason. Oh, and he gets picked off. Looks like they're going to need to see a regroup from Old Bridge. We do have some ults online. We do have Orbital right plus whatever else. We sadly can't see anything else. So, get a shout out to Queen the Speed Ring. Let's see. And the Orbital Ray coming out from Juno. See what they're able to do. Or an artillery strike from Bastion.
Bastion's killed beforehand though, so
No,
we
the
won't see any
artillery strike comes out. We
rockets.
see a Death Blossom and Transcendence come out from East Brunswick. That's 3 ults for East Brunswick. And that's 3 ults from Overwatch and 1 from East Brunswick. And that's sadly a team
And
wipe.
that will be the death of Old Bridge Transcendence, really being a key factor for East Brunswick on winning that battle.
Both DPS are still out, but let's see if they're able to do anything at
They
all. Looks
are
like they're
getting
just applying
healed
some minor
now
pressure.
as both supports come in time. However, it won't do much. Ult wasted from East Brunswick's Doomfist there.
See another push. We see the Carnage, the Rampage coming out. They got to pick on the... It looks like they got to pick on...
Genji's down.
No, they didn't. The Genji's not down. He pops
He's
Blade,
not. He's alive.
and he
He
gets a
gets a
huge
kill
Blade
out of
off.
it. Doomfist picking off
The
the
Juno.
Juno there. That might be it for Old
They
Bridge if
have
they can't
one
get that
good... If
point.
they can get one good push off, they might be good.
They need a good push that ends up being a team wipe to East Brunswick. If they can't get that, then
You see
East
a
Brunswick
swap
just
from
has to
Kiriko
capture the
on...
whole point.
See a swap from Kiriko onto what was that, Baptiste there. They get a pick on
Doomfist
the...
dead. This could be
We see a
big,
hinder.
but
They don't have the
that's
supports.
no supports and
Oh,
everyone falls apart.
that
This
is
is
sadly GG on first
very
point.
depressing. We need to see a really good defensive output
We
from Old
really need to see
Bridge.
Old
They
Bridge hold
need
here
to prevent East Brunswick from
and getting
capturing the entire
2/3.
point.
They only need to get 2/3 plus that little bit that Old Bridge was able to get, and if they get that, they've won the match. That Zenyatta's been giving them a lot of issues. Let's see if they're able to pull something together here to take that Zenyatta out.
But Zenyatta and the Doomfist, that's just a combo they can't do much about right now. They need to get it on.
hmm I feel like Mei would be really good into this comp here. You can slow the Doomfist down, give your team ample time to burst them. You get to go through the Genji deflect. Plus, you can already slow down Zen, who's usually is not a fast character, a character with 0 mobility. So if we see some good work here coming out of Old Bridge,
Say,
we have our
Zen
own
pick
Zenyatta pick along with the Reaper
themselves.
again.
There's
A
an
swap to
Orisa as
Orisa.
well.
A Mei pick, we see that icicle flying across. Let's see if that Mei is going to be the reason they're able to win this one. That wall is going to be crucial.
Maybe find their other support.
I believe Zen's trying to go for height. Looks like their other support is Ana.
All right. Playing smart as to not necessarily show their team comp.
I believe the Ana showed themselves for a bit, but other than that, it's nothing crazy. Looks like they're going to be playing from window. They swapped to Reinhardt.
Ooh, this Reinhardt could be a really important switch as Oris is already dead.
Orisa's already dead.
Zen's low. There goes the Mei.
There goes the Mei.
Doesn't
They are
seem
ripping
like much
apart
will
the
be
line.
happening. Reaper is trapped inside the building. He's about to die. He's on
Exploded. He's
low.
bursting
There
from the
goes
Genji,
the
bursting from the
Ana. That
Genji. The
just
Ana goes
leaves
down.
Zen. Reaper's down.
It's
And
just
this
Zen left,
leaves
and Zen is
just
getting
the
bursted by
Zen.
everyone. There's the Genji,
Genji's
and the
deflect's
Genji's
gone
deflect
and the
gets it.
Zen gets
That is going to be
exploded.
Deadly
Orisa
GG's because
comes
Arissa
back
is
for
not able to
nothing,
touch.
and that is
That was a
GG's.
very good first push from East
East
Brunswick, and that was
Brunswick
able to win
winning
the
that.
whole thing.
East Brunswick winning that match, a clean sweep for them.
Unfortunately, a very clean sweep for East Brunswick, but Oldbridge did have a showing. Play
Pushed
the game from Doomfist, very talented Doomfist,
indeed. That put
and a very threatening team too.
this will put East Brunswick up 2-0.
And that'll be the end.